What's up, y'all? Dominoes 7 here. Okay. Alright, so this vlog was unplanned, okay? So anyway, I watched Bob Bark on YouTube recently, well just now at that, Okay. So anyway, I enjoyed Bob Bark over the years on Price is Right, ever since I was a little kid. So, I mean, it brought a whole shock to America when everybody heard that Bob Barker was retiring from The Price is Right. Okay, Rich Fields worked with Bob Barker for 3 years. Yep, 3 long years. And Rich Fields worked with Drew Carey for 3 years. Okay, all right. Was season 30? What the end of season 32? Well, anyway, 33, 34, 35. Well, 3.5 years as far as that. Okay, since 2004, that he worked with Rich Fields. Okay, all right. So after hearing about Bob Barker's fall last year, when he fell on uneven pavement, I mean on the or shall I say uneven concrete, So when I heard about that, I'm like, dang, that was real terrible. Tore up his knee, gashed his head, and he had to have stitches to close it up. When I heard about his fall, I mean, I'm like, damn, dang to that, like. Like my best friend Tanya said, damn it to hell. I didn't say that, So, I mean, I don't know what happened for that sidewalk to be uneven like that, How long it was like that, So it's since been repaired, But out here in New Orleans, thank God he don't live here in New Orleans, Louisiana, They don't repair much of nothing out here, So hearing about that fall with Bob Barker, my God, So anyway, I wanted to tell y'all I really didn't want Bob Barker to retire, Season 35 was his last season, as y'all know, okay. So anyway, for season 35, they repainted the doors and stuff like that. Put 35 years, The Price is Right, If he would have stood for season 36, they would have changed that to 36 years, If Bob Barker would have still been hosting The Price is Right for season 36, I mean, I really wasn't expecting Bob Barker to retire, I mean, I was expecting at least one more year with Bob, after Hurricane Katrina, for season 36. But as far as I know, he said, I think this is it. That's what he said. And I know he said that, I did watch a show on GSN with the top 10 game show hosts, Bob Barker making number one, okay? But I don't know why Ray Combs didn't make the top 10, but Richard Dawson did, So by me looking at Rich Fields during the interview, Bob Barker leaving saying, no, stop the world, that could never happen. I could have said that myself. I could have said, stop the world, that could never happen, but I didn't say that. I just said, that can't be happening. That's what I said, I mean, Bob Barker leaving The Price is Right, that became a shock to almost everybody. Well, a shock to everybody, really. But truthfully, we knew it was coming eventually. We knew it was coming eventually, but we didn't know when it was coming, You know what? I want to let y'all know something. When Hurricane Katrina hit, I had a feeling Bob Barker was gonna leave The Price is Right. For season 34, sound like I heard Bob say he was leaving The Price is Right to do something, you know. I don't know if I heard that correctly or what. So, so anyway, I mean, I started having that feeling in my gut for a long time since 2005 when Hurricane Katrina hit, you know. So I was hoping that wasn't going to happen, you know. But unfortunately, to us fans, it happened, you know. It would have been just the way it is, you know. Well, I don't think that Price is Right set would have looked like that if Bob Barker was still hosting, you know, with a different turntable looking small, you know. So the way I looked at that turntable that they have now on Price is Right is kind of small, like, you know, and that huge check game couldn't fit on that turntable, you know. I mean, no wonder why they didn't have check game on Price is Right for season 38, you know. So as far as that, y'all, Bob was a great host, but don't get me wrong, I like Drew Carey, you know what I mean. I really like Drew Carey, you understand. I've been watching Drew Carey ever since I was in elementary school, you know, on the Drew Carey show, okay? So, dealing with Mimi and stuff like that, you know. So, we'll get to Drew Carey another day, okay? Alright? So, I mean, a long time ago, I was playing with my toys. I was imitating Bob Barker and hosting The Price is Right with my toys and stuff like that when I was a kid, you know. But I guess I didn't tell my mom that. I didn't tell nobody, you understand? So I'm telling you people that's watching, okay? Y'all the first people I told, okay, whoever's watching this show, okay? I probably told somebody though, you know. I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of toys I had. All I had was Lego blocks, teddy bears, and stuff like that. Pretending that them toys, including Lego blocks, was Price is Right contestants, you know. And you know, a long time ago, I called myself Brian Barker. My real name is Brian. My last name is not Barker, okay? So my name can never be Barker, okay? I was just pretending to be Bob Barker, and I call myself Brian Barker, okay? So, all right, y'all. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, I think I'm getting a little carried away, okay? I mean, hosting The Price is Right since 1972. I wish I would have been born that time. I bet Price is Right was off the chain when they first started, okay? I did watch the Price is Right on YouTube. The very first episode of Price is Right. I didn't know it was a half show, you know. I didn't know that at all. And plus I didn't know when it started being a full hour show, you know. I mean, the big wheel came, you know. Yes indeed. And plus I had no idea that they had a rainbow wheel for the Showcase Showdown, you know. I had no idea of that, okay? I thought the big wheel always looked the way it always was looking, you know. Alright? I thought they always had the green sections, you know. But with the Price is Right logo, you know that like a dollar sign, I saw it was on the big wheel designs, you know. Okay, so with those, I call that Bob Barker designs, you know. And you know they wind up switching the big wheel from my childhood, and then put dollar signs on that on the side of the big wheel designs. I mean the big wheel designs, you know. Okay, it looked like that until Drew Carey's first year of Price is Right. I thought it was, I thought they was gonna change the designs when Drew Carey hosts the Price is Right, but they wound up changing it for Drew Carey's second season. Okay, but when I saw it for Drew Carey's second season, I'm like, just what I expected, you know. All right, y'all. Okay, I showed Mr. Bob Barker designs of the big wheel. That's what I call it, the Bob Barker big wheel. Okay, it with the designs that they have now on the big wheel, that's Drew Carey designs to me. Okay, that's for Drew Carey to me, and that's still Bob Barker's scoreboard. Okay, so I'm not gonna never stop calling it the Bob Barker's big wheel and Bob Barker's scoreboard. Okay, I ain't gonna never stop calling it that. Okay, it's stuck in my head. Okay, and one more thing I want to tell y'all. Do y'all remember when the big wheel was purple? For was 1 week. You know what? I want to tell y'all something. What I said when I was watching that. What the hell happened to Bob Barker's big wheel? Bob Barker would have had a fit. You understand? I think Bob would have had a fit. Okay, I wanted to say, Drew Carey, what did you do to Bob Barker's wheel? That's what I would have asked him. You know, what did the people do to Bob Barker's wheel? That's what I would have said. Okay, all right. I named every pricing game after Bob Barker except Gas Money, Rat Race, Pay the Rent, what else? Double Cross, Do the Math, um, Vendor Price, and Hot Seat. Okay, those are pricing games that I didn't name after Bob after Bob Barker. I named those after Drew Carey. Okay, so do y'all remember that clock game that they had from the old days and present? They changed the clock game, so I call that Drew Carey's clock game. But I'm like, oh no, they retired Bob Barker's clock game. Why would they do that? You know? So Bob Barker's Plinko, I still call it Bob Barker's Plinko. Bob Barker's Any Number, Temptation, you know? Alright? I still call it Bob Barker's Dice Game, you know? You name it. Any Number, bonus game, double price, well, anyway, the Time is Money. I named that after Drew Carey since that's the new game, you know. Bob Barker's game, Bonkers, the race game, Switcheroo, okay. I named all them pricing games after Bob Barker, okay. I wonder if the fans of the Price is Right is watching this video. I wonder if they're gonna tell Bob Barker what I said. Okay, I even named Stack the Deck after Bob and More or Less after Bob. Okay, y'all know More or Less was the last pricing game that Bob Barker hosted. You know, okay. So if y'all do y'all homework and stuff like that, y'all know what I'm probably talking about. But I don't do my homework much. Okay, I try to do my homework though. Okay, like I did in school, and I did screwed up though in homework and stuff like that. You know. Okay. So I still call it Bob Barker's Pushover and Bob Barker's Cover Up. You know. So anyway, anything changed, I'll call it Drew Carey's game, you know. Okay, so I wonder if you fans of Price is Right that ever met Bob Barker, if y'all know where Bob Barker lived, or y'all seen Bob Barker somewhere, or seen Roger Dopowitz, or something like that. I wonder if y'all gonna tell Bob Barker what I said, you know. I mean, on the serious side, I don't think Bob Barker is watching this video because he don't own a computer, you know. Not unless somebody bring a laptop over there to his house or somewhere or something like that, and and show Bob Barker this video and stuff like that, you know. I don't know what y'all gonna do. I really don't, you know. Okay. So that's all Domino 7 got to say, okay? Alright, so we are Miss Bob Barker, host of The Price is Right, including me. Including my family too, okay? Alright, that's all Domino 7 got to say. Alright, God bless y'all. Goodbye.